Today's a different attitude. Self-inflicted, being I'm trying to get this on a deadline. It's like there's a weight off the shoulders finally. It's been a long time coming. I am ecstatic on how this front end is coming. Main plan today, with how amazing I feel about the progress of the car right now. I want to get the booster on. I got to get upper and lower control arms painted. I want to get the spindles assembled. The one I can't because one of the bolt holes is screwed up and I don't have the bolt is coming for that spindle on Monday, I believe. And then we're going to get that motor put in today. We're going to do a little bit more cleaning around the shop. Kind of get a little bit cluttered taken care of. Trying to get this firewall in. I was thrashing. And cleanliness kind of goes out the window when you're trying to hurry. So that's the number one thing for sure. Is clean up a little bit more. The frame's going to come down. I heard of this cool trick you do, and like it just goes away. So we're gonna try that. And the motor in. It won't be in where we'll be able to run, but it'll be in where I can stare at it and pretty much gawk at it. Because that stuff, there's some stuff that needs to be. There's some stuff on the engine that needs to be cleaned up and painted still, so it looks brand new almost, or clean, I should say. It's gonna be a great day. I've always wanted to try this. Let's see if it works. Whoa! Password. You can't say that don't look good. Like, black and silver. Oh, man. It's so right, but so wrong. Like, seriously. Like, guys, this is going to be the start of my year. This good-looking engine bay. I could be that badass guy that rolls up into the pits with no front clip on at all, and it just looks this good. Like, this bolt here, the other side was stripped out. The other side got stripped out on reassembly. For whatever reason, the shield clipped the bolt when I was putting it in. I wasn't paying attention close enough, so that will be here Monday, like I said earlier. The goal probably, so today's Thursday. I think this weekend, next episode, I think we're gonna get the springs in. We're going to get the one other spindle fully assembled. We're going to get the engine fully put back in. I still have the torque converter bolts. There's 3 of them. They got to get tightened up. We're assembling this engine, or me and my buddy Mike, we were reinstalling the engine, and we found out that my engine wasn't placed right. like it moved. Like some weird gremlin came in and decided to screw my car. It was actually my transmission cross member mount, the rubber mount that is placed. Let me show you a picture of that. So this rubber mount, like $13, no biggie, completely ripped out. I don't know if you can notice there. You see this little gap on the left-hand side? It ripped off and separated from this piece of metal here. Pulled away. This side you can see is like pushed this way. It's because it's not in the right orientation. We had to use the hoist and a jack. We use this jack here to put it up on the pan. And now it's very important to use a piece of wood to disperse the weight all the way across the pan. If you're going to jack up off the pan, you need to use something that covers the entire width of the pan. Otherwise, you're going to dent the bottom of the pan, no matter what construction it is, and you're going to smash the filter inside. Some transmissions have a tighter tolerance between the filter and the pan. If you smash that pan, you can cause less flow, or you're causing restriction in your valve body because it's having to strain. It's like going from this big of a hole, trying to breathe through that big of a hole, and going down to that and trying to live off of that. Transmission's going to overheat. It's going to even possibly cavitate, which causes air bubbles inside because it's straining that much. Maybe some suck in some seals. It's not good for the transmission or your car in general. So today, to recap, cleaned up painting the spindles, or finished painting the spindles, cleaned up the lower and upper A-arms. We replaced the lower control arm bolts with grade 8, brand new hardware. I ended up not having, for whatever reason, I lost the old bolts. It's better to replace it than try to make something work that's in the shop, because you can put a grade 5 hardware, it takes one wheelie, snap the A-arm off, and you're into the wall, and you wreck your entire season. And your car, and as well as your wallet. Got the engine put in, all 6 bolts in the transmission. A lot of people don't run all 6 bolts on the bell housing, probably because it's harder to get all of them in. It is like some places, like when you are mixing your dipstick tube, because that's the dipstick. So there's 6 bolts. There's 3 on this side and 3 on this side. So I believe it's this bolt here also uses for the dipstick tube. And you usually can't get that in, so guys will either run no bolt in that hole at all because they just didn't care, or they put the bolt in, but then the dipstick's just flopping around. Me, I don't have that issue. Mine dipstick. I have a flexible dipstick here. You gotta be careful of the paint here. This dipstick is stainless steel braided line, almost kind of like my fuel fittings. If you can see, there's a little bit of arch there. It's a good looking it's a good looking transmission dipstick. And then I can place it right up on the firewall and make it look very nice and tidy. So it'll be straight up and down. Tip for you guys is, when you're building a car, do perpendicular. Arches are very easily to move or change for brake lines or trans lines or like, I don't know, dipsticks even. It just looks if it's better if it's straight, period. At least, I guess, in my opinion, it looks better if it's perpendicular. Oh, and also, forgot to say, we also painted the block, cleaned it all up with brake cleaner, scrubbed it, as well as the intake. We cleaned up the intake really, really good. Came out really nice. Got the gearbox on. If you guys have stayed with me this far, I want to remind you, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, one of you guys are going to win either $300 or $300 worth of performance parts for your choosing of vehicle. When you own, a friend's, parents, whatever, $300 towards you guys. Free and clear. So, please subscribe, like, comment. If you liked the video, tell me, that you liked it, why you liked it. If you didn't like it, please give me a thumbs down. Like, tell me what you didn't like about it. Like, if I can improve. Until next time, hopefully you guys liked the video. It's a banger. This one's a banger for sure. But we'll see you guys next time. Build it, make it yours, guys. See ya.